up, what up, what up, what up? You know who it is. You know who I be. It ain't no secret. It's Mr. Lyons coming to you live and direct on this wonderful Wednesday, February the 3rd, 2020. Mas uno. Sí, yes. Let's say it with our chest. We are in here like the atmosphere. So you know what we gonna do, dog? We gonna G-A-T-A-A. Get after these academics. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, not only is it a wonderful Wednesday, February the 3rd, but today is day number 97 of our calendar school year. So you know what we're doing. Chugging along. We're going to make it happen for it be done 180. We'll be out of here. Now, with that being said and done, our weather day is going to be high of 50 degrees. And it's going to be sunny today. Yes. Ooh, going to be a beautiful day. Who cares? We're going to be inside getting this education in. Now, our quote of the day comes from Shel Silverstein. And Shel says, anything is possible. Anything can be. That's what I'm talking about. Anything's possible. That's how we feel here at Carter Community Charter School, because I matter, you matter, we matter. College education begins in kindergarten. College prep begins in kindergarten. We prepare our children and our students for college and other productive lifelong learning experiences beginning in kindergarten. That's what we do, better than everybody else. All right? So we're going to make this happen because we want everybody to be good, be great, be amazing, but most importantly, be yourself. Yes. School news. School news. School news. What's happening in school, Mr. Lyons? I heard somebody ask me. All right, first off, what's happening in the school is, hey, first up, it's Black History Month. All right? So our big quote of the day, our big Black history lesson for the day, our big Black history, knowledge for the day goes down to heavyweight champion. The first Black heavyweight champion of the world was Jack Johnson. Yes, he became the first African-American man to hold the World Heavyweight Championship in boxing title in the year 1908. All right, now he held on to the belt until 1915. He held on about 7-8 years. Pop, beating them heads in. All right, that's our Black history fact of the day. And next up, hey, we got an ELA night coming up. That means we're going to teach and share with all our parents, students, and colleagues everything about ELA, English Language Learning. All right, now it goes down Wednesday, February 24th, so be ready for it. All right, then our next day off, yes, you know it, it's going to be February the 15th, and we call that President's Day. But then I got a classroom shout out. What's going on, third grade? I want to give a shout out to Javier, Natalia, and James. I don't know if that's 3 people or 1. I got Cartier, Natalia, and James for participating in reading. I don't know if there's 1, 2, or 3 people, but all 3 of you all, or 1 person, hey, big shout outs for participating in reading class in 3rd grade. Miss Jones want to give you that special shout out. All right, let's get on to the classroom updates. All right, classroom updates is going down first with Mr. Gibbs. In PE, K through 8 will learn about 1 Black history sports figure per class. This week, the students will learn about Clarence Big House games, and 6 through 8 will have a quiz on Clarence Big House games after you watch that video. All right, that's going down. All right, kindergarten, Miss B. All right, in ELA, you will be reading On This Day in March, a tour of the world's weather. And then you all discuss weather in different places of the world. In the math, you will play a light and heavy game on YouTube and discuss what you all learned and saw. And then you will share 1 heavy and light item from your homes. That's what I'm talking about, Miss Beatty. Next up, 1st grade. And I got Mrs. Sonia Colson. She said this Wednesday, you all continue reading Kitten's New Moon and practice writing the beginning and middle of the story. We'll learn about the vowel pair, E-Y. All right, then next up, I got 1st grade and Mrs. Williams. Mrs. Williams said this Wednesday, you all will use words to compare 2 numbers. Yes. All right, next up, 2nd grade, Mr. Carrington and Miss McGuire. Mr. Carrington said, you all going to be working in Unit 3 lesson and compare and contrast our school with a 10th school. You're going to do a personal narrative writing, and you're going to do theme 3. All right, your diaphones worksheet. There it is. And then in math, Miss McGuire said you all will be working on adding 3 2-digit numbers using strategies based on place value. Next up, I got what? 3rd grade. And this is Mrs. Green and Mrs. Jones. All right, Mrs. Green said, hey, y'all doing the same thing we doing in 5th grade. Y'all working on order of operation. So that means I'm sure by the time y'all get to the 5th grade, you should understand and how to do order of operations. All right, next up, I got Mrs. Jones. She said this Wednesday, y'all doing main idea review and practice your check-in. All right, there it is, there it is, there it is. All right, then next up, I got 4th grade, Mrs. Archer and Mrs. Bell. All right, Mrs. Archer said you're going to learn about imagery, and you're going to find imagery in poems. All right, we're still doing that poetry. And then Mrs. Bell said, hey, this Wednesday, y'all gonna play a little Kahoot game on division vocabulary words. Then y'all do a multiplication, division, fluency, guided lesson. That's what I'm talking about. Next up, I got 5th grade. And this is Mrs. Bradby and Mr. Lyons. Mrs. Bradby said in language arts, y'all can continue to work on affixes. And in social studies, y'all gonna do this read works exercise on Harriet Tubman. And then Mr. Lyons, we know what we doing today. We've been prepping and preparing. I don't know what's going on. Some of you are on top of it. Some of you just underneath it. All right, but we having our assessment day on order of operation and an assessment on weather versus climate. Either you prepare for success or you preparing yourself for failure. One of the two is gonna happen. All right, next up, we got middle school. I got Mr. Ships, Mr. Michael, Miss Blake, and Mrs. Batts. It's going down. All right, now, 6th grade math. Students will be adding and subtracting decimals, 9-0 digits, and your quiz is tomorrow. Prepare yourself for success. All right, in science, you identify types of soil and starts to review our current unit. And then you're gonna be working on earth layers, plate tectonics, rocks, and soil. All right, and then in social studies, you all will review the origins of the world's religions, that Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Judaism. And across the board, students will take a look at one notable Afro-Americans and who helped change the world. And then you all will be doing some world religions quiz today. All right, 7th grade, students focus on multiplying, dividing fractions. We look at expressions involving fractions, and your quiz is when? Tomorrow. All right, in science, you're reviewing our current unit. You will finish your final projects and getting ready for your test. All right, and in social studies, 7th grade students examine how new beliefs impact society, culture, economics, and government. As well, across the board, students will take a look at some notable African-Americans who helped change the world. And once again, your quiz is Thursday on Hinduism, Buddhism, and Judaism. All right, in 8th grade, students will learn to interpret graphs of functions and answer questions based on graphs. Your quiz is when? Thursday. All right, and then in science, we will be reviewing our current unit, finishing final projects, and getting ready for our test. All right, then in social studies, students will continue to discuss economic, social, and political differences in the North and South. And the students take a look at some notable African-Americans that changed the world. And the students will construct a My List poem. All right, you know what it is. You know who I be. I'm Mr. Lyons. I want everybody to take your day in academics with relentless tenacity and bend your will towards greatness. Remember, one falcon, one family, one flight, and I'm gone. Real.